The US dollar is generally seen as the most powerful currency in the world, and it's certainly the most traded currency on the global stage by some margin. However, perhaps surprisingly, the greenback is not the strongest of the 180-odd traditional fiat currencies recognized as legal tender worldwide. Here's a look at the top 10 strongest currencies in the world, based on their relative value against the US dollar. Number 10. US dollar USD. The US dollar is the 10th strongest currency in the world, worth exactly 1 against itself. All other units of currency across the globe are worth less than a US dollar. Created in the 1700s, the US dollar is legal tender in the USA, other US territories and sovereign nations including Ecuador and Zimbabwe. The US is the world's largest economy by GDP, and the US dollar is by far the most traded currency globally. The US dollar is also the largest reserve currency in the world, the currency most held by central banks, and is the currency used to price many commodities, including oil, gold and copper. Number 9. Thai Euro. The euro is the joint 9th strongest currency in the world, with 1 euro buying 1.07 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.94 euros. The euro is the official currency of the Eurozone, being 20 out of the 27 countries that form part of the European Union. The physical currency entered circulation in 2002 and is free-floating. Number 8. Thai Swiss franc CHF. The Swiss franc is the joint 8th strongest currency in the world, with 1 Swiss franc buying 1.07 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.93 Swiss francs. The Swiss franc is the official legal tender of Switzerland and Liechtenstein and is seen as a safe haven due to Switzerland's political stability. The Swiss franc was introduced in 1850 and was later briefly pegged to the euro before moving to a free float. Number 7. Thai Gibraltar Pound GIP. The Gibraltar Pound is the joint 7th strongest currency in the world, with 1 Gibraltar Pound buying 1.20 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.83 Gibraltar Pounds. Gibraltar is located at the southern tip of Spain and is officially a British territory. The Gibraltar pound was first introduced in the 1920s and is pegged to the British pound at par, meaning that 1 GIP equals 1 GBP. Number 6. Thai Cayman Islands dollar KYD. The Cayman Islands dollar is the joint 6th strongest currency in the world, with 1 Cayman Islands dollar buying 1.20 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.83 Cayman Islands dollars. The Cayman Islands is a British territory in the Caribbean and is an offshore financial center. The Cayman Islands dollar was first introduced in the 1970s and is pegged to the US dollar. Number 5. British Pound GBP. The British Pound is the 5th strongest currency in the world, with 1 British Pound buying 1.20 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.83 British Pounds. Britain is the 6th largest country by gross domestic product GDP, according to the World Bank. The pound was first introduced in the 1400s before being decimalized in 1971. It is free-floating and thus not pegged to other currencies. Number 4. Jordanian Dinar JOD. The Jordanian dinar is the 4th strongest currency in the world, with 1 Jordanian dinar buying 1.41 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.71 Jordanian dinar. Jordan is largely land-locked country in the Middle East. Jordan is less dependent on oil and gas exports than its neighbors and has struggled with sluggish economic growth and rising debt. The Jordanian dinar entered circulation in 1950 and is pegged to the US dollar. Number 3. Omani Rial OMR. The Omani Rial is the third strongest currency in the world, with 1 Omani Rial buying $2.60 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.38 Omani Rial. Oman sits between the United Arab Emirates and Yemen at the tip of the Arabian Peninsula. As with its other wealthy neighbors, Oman is a major exporter of oil and gas. The Omani Rial was introduced in the 1970s and is pegged to the US dollar. Number 2. Bahraini Dinar BHD. The Bahraini dinar is the second strongest currency in the world, with 1 Bahraini dinar buying $2.65 US dollars, or US 1 equals 0.38 Bahraini dinars. Bahrain is an island nation in the Persian Gulf off the coast of Saudi Arabia. Like Kuwait, the country earns much of its wealth from oil and gas exports. The Bahraini dinar entered circulation in 1965 and is pegged to the US dollar. Number 1. Kuwaiti Dinar KWD. The Kuwaiti dinar is the first strongest currency in the world, with 1 Kuwaiti dinar buying $3.26 US dollars, or, put another way, US 1 equals 0.31 Kuwaiti dinars. Kuwait is located between Saudi Arabia and Iraq, earning much of its wealth from being a leading global exporter of oil. The Kuwaiti dinar was introduced in the 1960s and was initially pegged to the British pound before being re-pegged to an undisclosed basket of currencies.